As democratization and development evolved at different phases in Nigeria's fragile political journeys starting in 1992, the narrative is incomplete without the valuable contributions of a natural leader, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. From early participation in the democratic process as senator-elect in 1992 to activism during the military dictatorship which brought him into the limelight, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's commitment to democracy is historic and commendable. As former governor of Lagos State and now the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's leadership is a continual process with qualities of vision, commitment, discipline, trust, motivation, dedication, humility, and zeal for service delivery. Leaders are said to be born and not man-made. The first 100 days of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have been unveiled with his remarkable management style, priorities, speed in implementing policies, and ability to promptly communicate to Nigerians. While his 100 days milestone is symbolic, the early days of the administration has shown commitment to deliver on the renewed hope agenda to over 200 million Nigerians. The young and old, poor and rich, Christians and Muslims all expect sincere and innovative solutions.
Nigeria is yet to see the best of him. It's a new beginning, and I believe he needs the support of all of us. He can't do it alone. Irrespective of parties, irrespective of religion, irrespective of tribe, gender, everybody's hand should be on deck right now because it's a renewed hope, which is for all of us. And I believe Nigeria is set for the greatest among the greatest.
The storytelling and filmmaking of this Democrat and bridge builder goes back to Nigeria's democracy, which was initially fragile and fluctuating since independence in 1960. Successive governments struggled to create a sense of national unity in a complex country's regions divided along ethnic and religious lines. As agitation by Nigerians for the return of civil rule heightened, the democratization process progressed at different stages across the country in 1992. Among the notable promoters of democracy was the then senator-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu's belief of progressive ideology included social justice, liberty, and the respect for fundamental human rights. When June 12, 1993 presidential elections were held across Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was part of the democratization process. June 12, 1993 election was significant because it was devoid of ethnic, regional, and religious sentiment. The Hope 93 campaign slogan of Chief Moshood Kasimawo Olawale Abiola, popularly called MKO, which raised the hopes of Nigerians, were dashed as results were not released. The result of the elections was never announced, and on the 24th of June 1993, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida annulled the June 12, 1993 presidential elections. The annulment of the historic June 12, 1993 elections gave birth to political agitations, especially from the southwest, to reclaim the people's mandate. Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, having won election into the upper chamber under the platform of Social Democratic Party SDP, played a major role in these struggles. Bola Ahmed Tinubu's efforts at the political struggles to reclaim the people's mandate, the arrests, clampdown on innocent protesters by the military, and Abiola's arrest brought him to prominence. Bola Ahmed Tinubu was forced to go into exile but continued to champion and fund the cause of pro-democracy movements and the battle to reclaim Abiola's mandate. Bola Ahmed Tinubu was a prominent member of National Democratic Coalition (NADECO), which was formed to campaign for the revalidation of the June 12, 1993 presidential election and the restoration of all democratic structures. Bola Ahmed Tinubu remained in exile until General Sani Abacha, the then head of state, died on 8 June 1998. Chief MKO Abiola, the acclaimed winner of the June 12, 1993 election, also died on 7 July of the same year.
This led to the demise of the winner of June 12, then MKO Abiola. The wife equally was assassinated. That's the late Kudirat Abiola. And many other people too, like Powerful Rewane, like Rear Admiral Ndubuisi Kanu, like Ibitu Ikwe, Ralph Obiora, Adekunle Ajasin. All these are members of NADECO. But to Almighty be the glory, he sustained the NADECO, and like I said, he has always been there. So we thank God that he's alive and sail to the advent of the new democracy in 1999, when General Abdul Salam decided to start this democracy. And as soon as the coast is cleared, they galvanize all their resources and form a party. That was in 1998. From AD, in 1998, where he became the governor of Lagos State. Being the governor of Lagos State, everybody can see what he did. He actually played the role of true Democrat in Lagos State, because his appointments were not based on ethnicity, were not based on religion, were not based on where you come from or gender. It was based purely on merit and democratically developed. The period 1999 till he left in 2007, it never stopped. The hunger to change to a new Nigeria has always been there. From there, he mentored the former governor Raji Fashola, who happens to be one of the star boy of democracy today, or woman development person in Nigeria today. From there, he mentored another person who happens to be Ambode. Then we are now in Sowolu. So his contribution, like I said, cannot be overemphasized. Bafemi Awolowo, Sir Ahmadu Bello, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, they did their best, but all these are regional leaders. They were regional leaders. But if there is one Nigeria today that you can point to who have been able to galvanize from southeast to northwest, south-south to north-central, southwest to northwest, I think you give it to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I will say he's a child of destiny, somebody God has anointed.
On the 9th October 1998, Bola Ahmed Tinubu returned to Nigeria and wasted no time in joining the political process that would lead to the formation of Alliance for Democracy, a progressive party molded on the same ideology of late Chief Obafemi Awolowo. He emerged as the party's candidate for the governorship position and won election as governor of Lagos State. He has the record of being the only exiled pro-democracy activist to be elected governor. As governor of Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was able to communicate his vision clearly and passionately. He initiated reforms that improved the efficiency of the state civil service, improved infrastructure, invested in transportation, health, and education.
The governors need to start doing things differently to assist the president. You know, when you have a governor, a performing governor, you will not even, people at the state will not even be bothered about what is happening at the national, because the state governor is enough for them. You know, they should start doing things differently by paying salary when it's due. Paying salary shouldn't be an achievement. It shouldn't be a prayer point. It's your duty. And the money is coming from the federal government, so do what is expected of you. The ones you can do on your own, like in terms of road, do it. You know, make life better for people. Then you'll be able to write your name in gold. By the time you continue to embezzle everything, buying here and there, demolish, build, do that, definitely one day you will get caught. EFCC will pick you up, all those things will be seized. The only way you can impact and you'll be remembered forever is what you use that office to do for the masses. Humanity first. Definitely, as a former governor, there's nothing that will make you to go hungry again till you die. So, and if you like, pack and become the richest man, one day you die and go away without living with any of this accumulated wealth. So I advise them they should do things differently to support the president in changing the narrations. So, and I believe that the president will look into that, and I think the governors too, irrespective of their political affiliations, want to do things differently, because we have a president that is very serious, a no-nonsense president, and I think they will sit up.
As the president marks 100 days in office and more than 3 months in the saddle, a review of presidential activities points to progressive good governance, which, if given time, will showcase the desired result of renewed hope agenda. What is visible in the past months shows a president working around the clock, trying hard to assuage the pains of Nigerians due to the reformed policies.
Renewed hope, one will say, is a coinage from Hope 93, because a lot of our hopes were dashed in that 1993. So this is actually a renewed hope, and is coming on board, being elected, democratically elected as the president of Nigeria, is a testimony to all he has put into democracy in Nigeria it's a journey of over 30 years. So I believe that a lot of Nigerians believe he has done well. He has good credentials, which today is what brought about his being elected. I believe God is with him and Nigerians are with him. And we pray that his tenure will bring about the best in the country.
While the president came up with bold policies which were commended by Nigerians and the international community, which, if well implemented in the long run, should ameliorate the hardship of the people. While the president has good intentions, solutions to the vast problems can be achieved in 100 days.
This 100 days gold standard by any international standard of operational procedures, expectation and delivery, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government definitely has given dispensational politics a whole new redefinition when it comes to expectations and, most importantly, delivery of first position promises. The promise of delivering renewed hope, that mandate itself has become the direction and the driving inspiration of the 100 days timeline. I'm resident in the Federal Capital Territory. I've been here 30 years plus. I was privileged to run senatorial aspirant under the All Progressive Party platform. And it gives me such a real sense of fulfillment that beyond the expectations, with all of the very severe confrontations, allegations, accusations, every form of deridement that was set against His Excellency, and the outline of the public domain, without any question. We have a smart, healthy, holistically visioned leader. And here in the Federal Capital Territory, that has translated to he's given us the most inspirational FCT minister ever in the history of the Federal Capital Territory. And therefore, what can I say? It's 100 days and it's a beginning in every sense of the right direction.
Having been sworn in as the 16th President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's major policies, reforms, challenges, and gains are highlighted in his 100 days in office and months in office. A major policy made on first day in office was the removal of fuel subsidy.
When you talk of an astute leader, a leader who knows what he really wants, the speech not only inspires the Nigerians, inspires the whole world. Not ever in the history of the country, here comes a leader, right from the first day, he came out to tell the Nigerians the truth, irrespective of what will happen. Not because he's not sensitive. There is no point lying to the people you want to govern because you just want to tell them what they will hear. He chose another method. He told us right from the first day what will happen. He said it, and we have come to understand, and we have come to trust him, and we have come to believe him. So right from that first day, a lot of inspirations have spread all over the world. A lot of people are happy with that speech. And not only the speech, his actions started manifesting from that period, that all he promised Nigeria that he would do, he has started on a good note.
The president justified the removal that 2023 budget made no provision for subsidy payment, so the controversial policy had to go. The fuel subsidy was hurting the economy. It was a huge burden on Nigeria's ability to service her debts. Thus, following the withdrawal of fuel subsidy, which led to a staggering increase in fuel costs, the Organized Labor, Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC), and Trade Union Congress (TUC) went on strike to press for reversal. After a series of meetings with government officials, the president intervened. The president, in seeking solution to halt the strike, had frank and fruitful discussion with the organized labor. His open and honest consideration of all the issues presented made the labor leaders to halt further protests. This was achieved within his 100 days milestone. Within this time frame also was the swearing in of 45 ministers with a promise his government will accelerate its development agenda. The cabinet is intended to help improve Africa's largest economy and most populous country.
The ministers has just been inaugurated, and from the way he selected his ministers, I know he wants to work. You know, picking like the former governor of Ebonyi State, Dave Umahi, as your minister of works, you should know the person is serious and want to work. Picking the likes of Nisin Wike from Rivers State as FCT minister, you should know the man wants to work. And if you don't give him time, how will he actualize his dream of building Nigeria that we are all clamoring for? So I think Nigerians should give him a time, give him some time, let him settle down, let the ministers commence work, and I know at the end of the day, Nigeria will not regret exercising patience with him. Just the way I said earlier, a lot of damages was done by the previous administration. So I think we need time to correct some of those things. So I think he needs our support at this time. Prayers. Let me tell you, if the president failed, the masses have failed. Nigeria as a country has failed. Nigerians, wherever you are, all over the world, you have failed. So irrespective of the political affiliation, I pray for him to succeed because he's now my president. He's not the president of APC or just the Yorubas. Now he's now the president of the whole country. So he needed our support and our prayers for him to succeed, for all of us to succeed. If the president succeeds, we all succeed. So I wish him well and I want him to succeed. His Excellency, the President, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, is a bridge builder. And you can see from the ministers he has picked, the man has built all-inclusive government by bringing somebody from PDP, the likes of former governor of Rivers State, His Excellency Nyesom Wike. He nominated him as his minister, even though he's a member of People's Democratic Party. So I think the man is after how to correct so many wrongs and change the narratives of how things have been done previously. So I can tell you for free that President Ahmed Bola Tinubu is a bridge builder, that at the end of it, Nigeria will be happy having him.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had at the swearing-in of ministers on 21st August 2023 emphasized that their highest obligation is to restore public faith in government so that the people can once again believe that the right hands in government can perform.
When you look at the decision, the removal of fuel subsidy and the harmonization of the exchange rate, these are the basic, the most important decision he has taken. This will save the country a lot of money and put the country on the right track for recovery. And that very hard decision. And I know he's a very compassionate man, and I know it was difficult for him to do, but there is no option when you look at this decision comparing the present condition in the country. The country must recover, and there is no option other than this recovery path. So, and when you see what is going on, the leakages in the country, in the economy, especially all the things we're hearing about CBN, is being blunt. People don't sit back at home and make millions of naira just by trading forex. So, for me, although it is very hard on the masses, on all we Nigerians, we pay more for petrol, but it has equally led us to understand that we need to be more careful in our spending. We need to put our priority right, not just spending money anyhow. And when you look around and see all the threats of strike by labor and the other trade union, the government had equally handled it very well. There are plans for palliatives, and there are other plans for injecting more money into the economy to have to cushion the effect of these decisions. For me, if the right foundation is not laid in the first 100 days, definitely that particular administration is going to have a problem. So I believe he has chosen the right path and has laid the right foundation. And we should all understand where he's going and be a little more patient, especially people in the labor union, to understand and see clearly where he's going. Because the first 100 days have actually shown where he's going. So all we now need is to believe in him. As I said before, he has been a promise keeper, kept his promises with Lagos State, kept his promises with APC right from the day the party was formed, and he has made us promises. And we can see from his appointments, from his decisions on economic recovery, he's going to keep his promise.
When on the 26th July 2023, a faction of the Niger Republic military junta toppled the democratically elected President Mohamed Bazoum, The coup was condemned by Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. As chairman of ECOWAS, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said it had begun the activation of standby force in Niger Republic after the military junta defied the bloc's deadline to relinquish power. Speaking to the United States envoy, Molifi, the president said although he is holding ECOWAS from military intervention in Niger Republic, defending democracy in the region is sacrosanct. The U.S. envoy extended an invitation from President Joe Biden to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for a meeting on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly, New York in September to advance discussions. The invitation falls within his 100 days milestone. However, with the renewal of hope as shown already, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is poised to deliver the dividends of democracy, good governance, and development to the country Nigeria.
First and foremost, you are an uncommon representation of a nation, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in an uncommon dispensation of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Renewed hope is not an agenda. It is a promise. It is a performance. What you're going through now, you're only passing through. I don't want to sound governmental. I really want to sound like your Auntie D, your sister, your mama, your friend. Even if you're just meeting me for the first time as a stranger on the road, I pray that as I speak, what I connect with in you will express the truth of my heart, and what I not just believe from a mind place is from what I've understood, what I've come to understand from a position of experiential connection, of exposure to the consistency, not just of a message, but of the messenger. Please believe me when I say, this too shall pass. This is not permanent. This is not a lie. This is not a political lie. This is not a governmental masquerade. This is not some form of deception that has been a consistent representation of previous past experiences from whoever, whatever, or however. This is genuine. Literally, I say you can hold me to this. If honestly, within the next month, 2 months, you do not see that something, already things are changing, but if it hasn't impacted you yet, it just hasn't impacted you yet. It is coming. It is coming through a national reconstructive contract to meet you in the places of your lifestyle, of your lifestyle hope, your community, your village, your local government, your school, your market, your business, whatever it is. This truth shall become your testimony. Nigeria, we have entered a dispensation of good news. And the good news has your name and your own testimony on it.